I'm Abigail Foster, 32 years old, a journalist scraping by in Portland, Oregon. Last month, I stood in front of my mirror adjusting my dress, hoping my parents' 40th wedding anniversary party would mend our fractured family. I drove to an upscale downtown restaurant. My stomach knotted with nerves, believing we could feel close again. The room hummed with chatter, glasses clinking, but that hope crumbled fast. My parents rose their smiles wide and announced they'd gifted my sister a $2 million penthouse for her stellar role in their real estate firm. My sister raised her glass, smirking, her diamond earrings flashing as she soaked up the applause. I hesitated, my throat tight, then asked if they could help with my house loan debt, a fraction of her gift. My mother's voice cut sharp. "Abigail, you don't deserve our support. Figure it out." My sister laughed, her voice carrying across the tables. "Maybe if you weren't such a nobody, they'd care." She toasted herself, her eyes mocking me. The words burned, ripping open years of being pushed aside, ignored, dismissed. My hands shook as I grabbed my bag, my heels clicking as I stormed out, swearing I'd never come back. Their betrayal wasn't just a rejection. It was a spark that lit my resolve to prove them wrong, to show I was worth more than their cruelty. Drop a comment and let me know where you're watching from. I want to see how far my story travels. After that night, I wiped my parents' numbers and my sister's taunting texts from my phone, cutting every tie. Their words, "You don't deserve a nobody," stung, but I pushed them down. As a kid, I'd watch my sister get new clothes while I got hand-me-downs, and that memory fueled me now. I threw myself into my work at a gritty Portland newsroom where reporters hustled under tight deadlines. My desk, cluttered with notes and coffee cups, became my battleground. As an investigative journalist, I chased leads on shady real estate deals across Oregon. One morning, I found a report about a questionable land sale tied to my parents' company, with my sister's name on a deal for a waterfront property. The numbers didn't add up: valuations, inflated payments hidden in offshore accounts. My heart raced. This was no small scam. I met my friend at a diner midweek, needing her perspective. She leaned forward, her voice steady. "Abigail, you're tougher than their lies. Keep going." Her words steadied my doubt, pushing me forward. That night I stayed up late, digging through public records, tracing bank transfers, and mapping out the fraud. My sister thought she was untouchable, but I was crafting a story to expose her. Each document I uncovered sharpened my focus, not just to survive, but to make them face the truth of their greed. My sister's shady deals consumed me. I spent nights analyzing financial records, linking her to forged property valuations and secret payouts. But trouble came fast. Victoria, a senior reporter, and my sister's college friend started poking into my work. During a team meeting, she smirked, her tone sharp. "Abigail, your lead's flimsy. You chasing shadows?" I knew she'd tipped off my sister when a key source vanished, saying they'd been warned to stay quiet. A coworker, skeptical of my focus, muttered, "You sure this isn't personal?" Foster, my editor, piled on, his voice stern. "Get me solid proof, or you're off this." I refused to fold. I tracked down a former accountant from my parents' company, meeting him in a dark parking lot, late at night. He handed me a USB drive with internal emails, showing my sister bribing city officials for illegal permits. My pulse surged as I backed up the files, my resolve steeling. I grabbed coffee with my friend at a busy cafe, needing her clarity. She met my gaze. "They're scared of you, Abigail. You're close." Her words ignited me. I wasn't just battling Victoria's sabotage or my sister's schemes. I was carving out my truth, and no one would stop me. The whistleblower's emails were a jackpot, but a deeper wound waited. Sifting through my parents' company files, I found a trust fund worth $5 million set up for me and my sister. My name was struck out, the funds funneled solely to her. My parents' signatures locked in their choice, a stark betrayal that hit harder than their words at the party. I met my friend at a packed diner, unloading the truth. She sat across from me, her voice firm. "They chose her every time, Abigail. but you're stronger than their betrayal. Her support turned my pain into purpose. I poured everything into my article, stitching together evidence of my sister's fraud, bogus appraisals, bribes, hidden accounts. A company lawyer called his tone threatening. Drop this, Foster, or you'll regret it. I hung up unfazed. Late nights, my eyes aching from the screen. I fact-checked every line to make the story ironclad. My editor summoned me midweek, his skepticism easing. This could shake things up, Foster, but it better be flawless. I nodded, resolute. Victoria cornered me in the break room, her voice low. Your story's dead, Abigail. Give it up. I met her stare. My words steady. Just wait. I was ready to publish, to expose my sister's lies and my parents' betrayal to the world. My article hit the front page, exposing my sister's fraud, fake property deals, bribed officials, millions swindled. The fallout was swift. Regulators raided my parents' company, their stock crashed, and investors filed lawsuits. A week later, I walked into a charity gala at a downtown hotel where my sister and parents were being honored. I wasn't there to cheer. As my sister took the stage, her smile strained. I stepped forward, my voice clear. You built your empire on lies, but I built mine on truth. The room went quiet, her face ashen as I held up my article. A major investor stormed out, muttering about fraud. My father grabbed my wrist, his voice low. Abigail, you're destroying us. Stop. My mother begged, her eyes desperate. Retract it, Abigail. We're family. I pulled free, facing my sister. You took everything, but you can't take my truth. She stumbled over her words, her defense crumbling as guests whispered accusations. Another sponsor left, shaking his head. My parents pleaded again, their faces breaking, but I stood firm. Victoria watched from the side, her glare bitter, but silent. She'd lost her grip. I walked out, my head high, knowing I'd shattered their world. They'd face their consequences, and I was free at last. The gala marked the end. My sister's fraud, exposed by my article, led to lawsuits that bankrupted my parents' company. Their offices closed, their name poison in Portland's elite circles. My sister lost her penthouse, her reputation trashed in headlines, calling her a swindler. My parents, once community leaders, skipped town events, their social standing gone. I didn't celebrate, it felt like sealing a scar. A month later, my mother emailed her words, pleading. Abigail, we're family. Help us rebuild. I deleted it, their betrayal still raw. My sister left voicemails, flipping from fake apologies to rage. You ruined us, Abigail. But we can start over, she said, then snarled. You're ruthless. I blocked her, done with their schemes. My career, meanwhile, skyrocketed. My editor promoted me to lead investigator, and I won a regional journalism award, my inbox buzzing with new leads. One night I met my boyfriend for dinner, his smile warm. You built something real. Abigail, something they never could. He said, our hands clasped as we planned a small wedding. My story, posted online, went viral, shared by thousands who saw their own fights in mine. Family doesn't guarantee loyalty, but you owe yourself strength. Set boundaries, rise above, and don't let betrayal define you. Thank you for hearing my story. Subscribe and share your own struggles in the comments. I want to read them.